Yo, what is poppin', guys? Kaiser here of another Genshin Impact video, and today we are going to be talking about the upcoming Ganyu banner and why it is a trap for free-to-play players. Now, let's just get right into it, okay? I'm going to get right into it and look at some of the characters that are on the radar banner before we even start talking about Ganyu herself. So the first character I want to talk about is Xiao. Okay, so Xiao is the one character in the banner I would say is absolutely worth pulling, okay? Xiao is amazing. He is such a great support on almost any team you could imagine. He's great with Diluc, he's great with Keqing, with Electro, he's great with so many different characters, okay? He provides so much damage, so much utility with his defense. He is great. Absolutely amazing character. So don't get me wrong. This character is great, and he is on the Ganyu banner. So if that's what you're looking for, then yeah, it could be worth pulling a few for Xingqiu if you don't have him already. His constellations are also very great. Here you have increases the maximum number of his swords. This extends the duration and decreases the Hydra resistance of opponents by rain sword hits. So these are the two most important constellations for C6. Is also very good, activating two of his swords, increases his damage of the third, and he also generates more energy when opponents are hit. So C1, C2, and C6 are, in my opinion, the main breakpoints of him. If you just get C1 and C2, he is great, phenomenal, definitely great. Even at C0, he's a great character. He's still, in my opinion, S tier, even at C0. So don't, if you already have Xingqiu, then honestly, I wouldn't say it's worth going in on the banner just for him if that's all you care about is Xiao. He's still great. I'm running at C0. Absolutely fine. He's an amazing character. Next, let's talk about Xiangling, okay? Here's the thing. We already get Xiangling for free from the Abyss. She is a free character provided to you. She is good, right? She's definitely good. She's by no means a bad character in any sense of the imagination, right? But here's the thing. Is it worth to get constellations on her? So the first constellation is nice. Opponents hit by Goba's attacks have their pyro resistance reduced by 15% for 6 seconds. This is pretty nice, okay. Only meets fire. The last attack and normal attack sequence applies the implode status onto the opponent for 2 seconds. So this is good for a main DPS Xiangling, but if you're running her support, then it's honestly very useless. Her C6 is also very good for the duration of Pyronado. All party members receive a 15% pyro damage bonus. This is a great bonus, okay? Especially if you're running her with a pyro main DPS. Say you have Diluc, you have Klee. Though if you have either of those and you're running Xiangling on your team, then this is a great constellation to have. But is it worth getting all these previous constellations and summoning on the Ganyu banner just for this? I mean, I'll leave that up to you, okay? Here's the thing about Xiangling. In almost any situation you can imagine, she's outclassed by Bennett. Why is that? Bennett automatically has more utility just because he is also a healer. He's a pyro healer. So in most situations, you'd want to run Bennett instead of her because that takes away your healer slot and your pyro slot. If you're running a pyro main DPS, you get your pyro resonance. But with Xiangling as a support, you don't get that. You don't get that heals. You don't get that utility. C6, again, that provides some utility for your pyro main. It's nice. But Bennett also provides that attack buff. There's so many things Bennett does for you, basically, that he is just overall, you'd want to use him 9 times out of 10 instead of Xiangling. Xiangling can be nice with maybe, like, say, Electro Kuching, if you want to do Overload build. That could be nice, but again, Overload isn't the best reaction. So, again, guys, it's up to you if you think it's worth it to get all the way to C6 just for that extra utility. In my opinion, it is not. Not really worth it at all, but that's just my take. Now, let us talk about Noelle. And Noelle, in my opinion, is the most underwhelming of these characters. Noelle can be good. She can be good. She can provide solid decent heals, right? Decent support. So the first constellation is nice. It makes it while sweeping time and breastplate are both in effect. The chance of breastplate's healing effects activated is increased to 100%. So this is nice if you want to have her as your healer. Then I would say go for C1 on her. But here's the thing, right? As you get higher in her constellations, she's not really much of a healer anymore. She's actually more of a main carry. Now here's why. Sweeping time increases Noelle's attack by an additional 50% of her defense. Additionally, every opponent defeated during the skill's duration adds 1 second to the duration, up to 10 seconds. So basically, the constellations make her better, right? If you get her to C6, she's actually pretty good, okay? She's pretty good at C6, but she's pretty good as a main carry. And here's the thing. As a main carry, she's outclassed by most other main carries. So, if you really, really, really like Noelle, like she's your favorite, you want a maid waifu, then okay, that's fine. Go for her, okay? I'm not gonna stop you. She's cool. I mean, she kind of get that 2B vibes, you know what I mean, from Near Automata. But guys, here's the thing. She's okay. She's not great. She's not terrible, but she's not really worth pulling for, in my opinion. So, from the three rate up characters, the only one that's actually a must pull of those three 4 stars is Xiao. Xiao is amazing, but if you already have one of them, then you don't need to go any. For me, it's not worth risking getting 50 Noelle constellations just to get Xiao to C2. Okay, to me, that's not worth it. But I mean, you do you. Now, let's talk about finally Ganyu, the character that is the actual 5 star of the banner. And Ganyu looks pretty solid, okay? Ganyu looks like, and a lot of people meme that she's Cryo Amber, which, in my opinion, is not completely wrong, okay? I'm kind of on the middle of it. She kind of is, she kind of isn't. She has her own kind of unique quirks. I'm not going to talk about it too much because that's leak territory and I don't want MiHoYo to murder me, but let's talk about what I think she's going to be best at. And I honestly think she's going to be best as a support. I think MiHoYo wants to push her as a main carry because on the weapon upgrade up banner, they're putting the Amos bow on there, and that suggests, hey, main carry. But I honestly don't think that's going to be her best weapon. I think Stringless is going to be pretty solid on her. Stringless, maybe even Favonius bow. Those are going to be good options for her. But I don't think she's going to be a good main DPS. And why is that? Well, here's the thing, okay? I think her best role, best in slot for Ganyu, is going to be as a cryo support for melt comps. So if you have Diluc, if you have Klee, in those cases, I would say that Ganyu is worth it. You could put her with your Diluc, with your Klee. You have great melt. Here's the thing, though, okay? You already have characters like Kaya, Chongyun. Those also work for melt comps. But the reason Ganyu is actually attractive in this role is because the other cryo characters in the game actually they're not that great, okay? Kaya is solid. He is a solid maybe A tier cryo support, but the thing is, his cryo applications are inconsistent. You have to keep switching to him to apply them if you don't have his ulti up. His ulti is very nice though, but Kaya is not the best character in the world, okay? Ganyu seems like she might have better cryo uptime than Kaya. That's a possibility. And if that's the case, and you have Diluc and you have Klee, then hey, Ganyu could be worth it for you, okay? But another thing you might want to consider is that we already have Xiao. Vape comps are also very solid. Vaporize is a very strong reaction. If you have Xiao with Diluc, that is already OP. So if you already have Xiao with your Diluc, and you're considering, hey, do I want Ganyu for the melt? Then honestly, it's guys, it's a toss-up. If you really, really want to run Ganyu with Diluc or Ganyu with Klee, you can absolutely go for it, okay? But if you already have Kaya built, if you already have Xiao for Vaporize, then in my opinion, I would probably just skip Ganyu banner. Now, if Ganyu's your waifu, then hey, summon for her, okay? Ganyu, waifu, Coco Goat, hey, definitely summon for her if you want your waifu. That's no problem at all, summon for her. But if you're talking about pure value and you don't have a Diluc, you don't have Klee, then Ganyu, it's just, I don't know, guys. She could be good if you build her with a Blizzard set, you know? She could do some solid damage. I'm sure she will. But again, is it really worth it? In my opinion, no. But if you found this video helpful in any way, please let me know. Please be sure to like that button, subscribe for more content. That's it for today, guys. Guys, Zucker out. Peace and booyah.